Latifi. Currently sat on a 129.784. Lizto's taken second with a 130.5. Nova 131.7. Andy Moore 132.459. He's going to have to improve. He's going to have to improve on that one. Andy Moore. What's Ande got in his locker? Competed in the Alpine Community Cup recently. Didn't do very well on it by the sound of it. Haven't seen much on it. Me and Andy, of course, racing the Alpine Community Cup alongside each other in last year's game. What can Andy do in F1 RL though? Already a race winner. Sticks himself P9. Not too bad. Getting a little slipstream there around the final corner. On the back of that Williams, who I believe is Latifi. And he's currently sat in P9. Room for improvement, nonetheless. But there's definitely improvement in that car. Andy Moore, experienced driver. Knows what he's doing. Posting is the best way to gain, I'm pretty sure. Andy Moore, to the line. P9 again. Not too bad there from Andy Moore. Increases his position on those above him or below him. And that will be our qualifying order. So, Sim Racing Newbie comes in first, sticking that front row position. Latifi joins him on the front row position. The Jamaican Bacon just in behind in that second row with Dilb. Lizard Toes and Elite Shots complete the fourth line. Demizzi and Barnsley Boy in 7th and 8th. Nova in P9. Zonic in P10. Andy just outside the top 10, looking to try and get back into that top 10. Shredder Meets in 12th and Echo Varuz in 13th. And it's lights out and away they go here in Singapore. Echo Varuz is stood still. Very close there between the front lot. Yellow flag down towards the bottom of the pack. Elite Shots is dropping. Andy Moore up into 8th place already. Dilb must have had some contact, and there is a DSQ disqualification to Echo Varuz down in last place. Latifi has managed to get past the one and only Shed Racing Newbie here, going down in towards turn 5. As there's a lot of battles currently trying to form out on track here. There is an Aston Martin in the wall there. That is going to be Zonic. Zonic in the wall. Andy Moore up into P9 now. Nova has managed to get past him. Barnsley Boy in P7. Oh, and there's contact back there between the Red Bull and the Williams there of Latifi. Latifi, of course, getting back on track as quick as possible. And now getting overtaken by Andy Moore, who moves up into P9 once again here. Safety car restart is going to be massive. It's going to be the mediums for Shed Racing Newbie. The mediums for Dilb. A set of hards for Nova. Lizard Toes has gone onto the medium tyre compound as well. Andy Moore, by looks of it, is on those mediums. Can I get a quick glimpse of those tyres? It is going to be the mediums for Andy Moore. And Elite Shots already boxing a lap prior. Has caught right up to the back of these drivers. It's going to be close between Andy and Elite Shots, who comes out first. But it is going to be Elite Shots. Shredded, trying to get into Andy Moore on now to the hard tyre compounds. Living life, driving for the Red Bull team. Releasing his inner match Verstappen. Hopefully, we'll see that now or very shortly. Made towards the back here. Barnsley Boy on Demizzi. Gets the position done. Dilb almost tried fighting that position there with Demizzi as well. Couldn't quite get it done. Now let's go back to the leaders, where this is the battle that we want to see. It's going to be will to will here on who gets DRS. And I don't think either of them have got the DRS there. Crossing the DRS line, wheel to wheel, hasn't helped them gain time away from Barnsley Boy, who's now catching up to Lizard Toes and Nova. Jamaican Bacon, 3-second time penalty. Not what you want to see. As this is chaos up here. Lizard Toes and Nova fighting out for position. Barnsley Boy sitting behind patiently, waiting for a mistake. Is that the window for Barnsley Boy to capitalise on? Looks to almost be, backs out of it. Again, looking for that mistake. There's the mistake from one. And there's a big crash behind from Nova, Andy Moore and Zonic. Is that wing damage of Zonic? It is. Is that wing damage for Andy Moore though? We can't tell as of yet. Can't see thus far. His wing looks to be intact. Andy Moore coming off lightly in that incident there. Barnsley Boy still sat waiting for. And hopefully we'll be able to see. Oh my word! I don't believe it. Andy Moore, I believe, has got his first career time penalty around Singapore. I struggled on the track then. My brain turned off. But I think that is Andy Moore's first penalty in F1 RL history. In the Fast Ones Racing League history. Andy Moore doesn't normally get time penalties, and he has managed to get one this time. And wow, I'm shocked. And Andy is now sat in P2 on the hard compound tyres, waiting, ready to go to the end of this race. Doesn't need to pit for new tyres. Could Andy potentially be in with a chance of a race win here? 9.7 seconds is the gap to the Jamaican Bacon. He needs to gain, on average, a second a lap at this rate, which I think might be impossible. However, the Jamaican Bacon has been prone before to make mistakes when put under pressure, and it could well and truly be Andy Moore's first, or not first, but one of his first wins this season, and his second career win. As Andy Moore's only been on the podium 6 times in the 36 races he has raced in the Fast Ones Racing League. Only winning one of those 6, coming in third 5 times. It's going to be a hard one for Andy to take if Shed Racing Newbie gets this position on him. But it could also be a benefit. Shed Racing Newbie on soft tyres. Those soft tyres are not lasting until the end of this Grand Prix. So, I think Andy Moore has a very good chance here at pulling off a second place finish. As long as they keep it clean. I don't want to see Shed Racing Newbie take out Andy Moore here. I'll be very disappointed. And there is going to be a move made down the inside here from Shed Racing Newbie. It'll be very beneficial. Shed's putting on those soft tyres, and it will be softs for the Jamaican Bacon here. A late safety car, a bit of drama. This is F1 RL heritage. A late safety car puts a lot of these drivers at risk. Andy Moore into the pits, soft tyres on. Bosh! Andy's in a chance of winning this race. The Jamaican Bacon's in a chance of winning this race. Lizard Toes on 4-lap-old mediums in a chance of winning this race. Shredded Meats in a chance of winning this race. All of these drivers now that are penalty free have a chance of winning this race. Even Andy Moore with that 3-second time penalty still has a chance of winning this race, or at least getting a good position out of it. Lots on those mediums. Used mediums on a wet, slippery track is not going to be the play. But it is starting to rain. And they are away. In goes one Mercedes to the pits. They haven't gone yet. And now they've gone. They've gone right at the line there. Lizato's leading the race. Barnsley Boy up in towards P2. Nova up one position so far. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on Nova's lap times. The Jamaican Bacon back into the lead of this race. Needs to put some distance between himself and Shed Racing Newbie. And there's going to be an incident there. That is a car crash. And that is a big crash there. That is going to be a virtual safety car. Shredded Meats is handed a 5-second penalty for a collision, which I don't think was entirely his fault. Shed Racing Newbie's missing a front wing now and has retired from the race. He could have pit for intermediate tyres. And they are away. Elite Shots in P2. Trying to make a move there. Can't get it done. 2 laps of racing. Yellow flag, that is Shredded. Span around. The Jamaican Bacon up into P6. Andy Moore in P4. Nova sits in P1 currently. 8-second time penalty though. It's going to be close. The Mizzy making a move there on the Mercedes. You can just see there. And that is going to be another incident there. Too late for a safety car. The Mizzy outbraking himself. Taking out Elite Shots there by the looks of it. Of course, stewards will have to look at all things after the race. But Andy Moore up into P2. Zonic up in P3 without a penalty. Could this be a race win here for Zonic? And that's a big crash between the Jamaican Bacon and Zonic. An aggressive move. I think that's ended Zonic's race here. No front wing. Poor Zonic. He had so much going for him until that last incident there. Another lap with Nova leading this race now. Every driver in the top 5 has a penalty. The Mizzy, penalty free. And that's going to be an incident there as well. Yet again, another front wing broken. The Mizzy, the Jamaican Bacon. It's not looking good for them today. Nova leading the race. Andy in P2. Barnsley now making a move on Andy though. Down on the inside. Very nicely done. Barnsley gets the move on Andy Moore. Puts Andy Moore down into P3. Barnsley up into P2. Lizato's in P4. It's a Red Bull 3 and 4. It's an Alpine 1. Alpha Tauri 2. Merc 5. Williams 6. Haas 7 and an Alpine 8. And Barnsley and Nova trading positions there. As Nova now picks up another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I don't think that is going to be great for the Alpine driver. It's going to be hard to try and get some of these penalties removed here today. But Nova's led a great race so far. And that lead is under jeopardy until that has happened and let Andy Moore through. Andy Moore now with the race lead in his hands. Nova and Barnsley fighting out in behind. Can Andy deliver? I hope so. Mr. Moore starts down towards the bottom. Can he finish up towards the top? I'm changing my driver of the day to that man in that Red Bull if he can get this race win here. Nova bottling with every chance he can get. Every opportunity seems to be a bottle as of lately. And Andy Moore around the third to last corner, around the penultimate corner. And Andy Moore in the Red Bull to now cross the finish line to win the Singapore Grand Prix. Barnsley coming home in second, Nova in third. Elite Shots will take it on penalties. Lizato's in P4. Nova goes P5. Demizzi P6. P7 and 8. It's going to be close. P7 looks to go to the Jamaican Bacon. But will it stick in terms of penalties? It will. And Andy Moore has just won his second F1 RL Fast Ones Racing League race. Big congratulations to the Red Bull driver. That's going to be nice for his championship. Out he comes celebrating with that England flag. And what a race it was to win. Well, after a chaotic race, Andy Moore will take home the race win starting from P10. Barnsley Boy in P8. Finishing in P2, starting in P8. Everyone seems to be on a 4-stopper in that top 10. But here are the penalties. Lots of 3 seconds and an 11 second there. Latifi in P12. The Jamaican Bacon down in P7. Elite Shots in P3. That's going to hurt the Jamaican Bacon's championship here. But what a race.